Well, good morning, everybody. It's been a minute, and yeah, just figured I'd catch up on things. What's new with me? So this year I've been working a lot on, y'all know I'm working on losing weight and all this kind of stuff. Overall, being a better version of me, but I think one of the most important things and hardest things that I've been trying to do is unlearn unhealthy behaviors, such as being really, really hard on myself anytime I feel like I'm not doing exactly what needs to be done. You know, you make a small mistake and you're like, oh man, I'm so dumb, I'm so stupid. Why'd I do that? But you don't want to talk to yourself like you don't love yourself. If it were someone else and we made a small mistake, they'd say, it's fine, it's okay. You know, when hopefully when we made mistakes as kids, our parents would have comforted us and just course corrected us. Like, hey, that's fine. Let's just do it different this time. Let's I still love you if you make a mistake and things like that. Whereas with ourselves, we tend to be really hard. My kids, they can be a handful, but I never put them down. I never put them down. I'm always reassuring with them. But with me, it's not nice. It's not really nice when I'm upset with myself, and I think a lot of us really do that a lot. And I think it's good for us to be mindful of that, be aware of it when it happens, and you know, try to correct it. It's so many small things that make up so many big things, and it's just important to focus on those things. Eventually, I will do my update on my weight loss, however much it may be or not be. I honestly haven't even been checking the scale. I just started back working out months later. Uh, but yeah, no, I've been learning a lot about things about myself, and I'm in a much better place. I can say that honestly and sincerely. Whereas I haven't been able to truly say that. I've been trying to convince myself that, but now I really feel that way. I really feel hopeful for the future, and I haven't felt that way in a very long time either. And if I'm being honest, I'm not in the best situation right now, and I'm still able to feel hopeful. And I think that's important too, because if you're like me, variables upset you. If you are not in direct control of your situation, it's stressful. And some people go, "Oh, I'll give it to God," or whatever things they say. But for me, it's like, no, I need to be in control. If I'm not in control, the situation is going to spiral, and that's not always the case. But you know, and it's not my intention to be super heavy or talk super long. But again, my channel's not always going to be me being silly, but it also doesn't always have to be me being serious either. So yeah, hopefully y'all have been doing great. Still love y'all. Still wish y'all the best. Um, just love yourselves more. Take care of yourselves better. Don't be so hard on yourself when you make small mistakes. Don't let your inside voice or your inner. I forgot. I can't even. I done messed up. I'm not editing it anyway, so I apologize because that's just gonna be this weird little spot in the middle of the video where I'm rambling on. But it was something I'm trying to think of, and I can't think of it to save my life right now. But yeah, so oh, I'll leave on a little bit of a story time. Uh, so a few months ago, I had this job offer from this place, and I won't say their name. I won't be petty. I'm working on not being petty. Um, Went through training and all this stuff, and I started having to call this lady over and over again to get on the schedule. Okay, so I did training, I'm done with my training and everything. Like, what's happening now? Mind you, I had put in all my paperwork online like a month before I ended up having to talk to the manager lady. So I'm thinking I'm good. I spoke with the owner, put in my paperwork, did my background check, all this good stuff. So I called back. I'm like, man, it's been a couple of weeks. What's going on here? Like, I'm about to start a new job, but I at least want to check back with y'all because I still need to work. But this job was kind of like really what I was looking for in terms of my circumstances right now. And man, so I have to go meet this lady, redo all my stuff over. This lady's so weird, so rude. And and I went casual, and I probably shouldn't have went casual, but in my head I'm like, man, this isn't an interview. Like I've already put in all my stuff. I've already put in all my stuff and started the process to be hired like a month ago. But this lady's like my first. So I guess since I came like casual, she was like all weird, and she didn't like prioritize me or whatever. And it's not like an attack on her. It's just like this, just my thought process at the time. I don't have any hard feelings because, again, I'm tickled by the end of the story. So yeah, I'm struggling to catch up with this lady. I'm trying to get scheduled, trying to start working. Like, what's going on? What's going on? So finally, I do start another job, and it's 2 months later, and I'm still getting all kinds of text messages and emails for health benefits, enrollment, 401k plans. But I've yet to hear back from the owner or the manager. It's been 2 months, but I'm still getting these notifications for a job that I technically don't have from like 3 months ago. If you count the time I started the process, I think that's hilarious. Weird, hilarious, but like hilarious. I don't know. If you're not like me, you'll probably just shake your head at me, and that's fine too. Because I mean, if you're here, you're here to see me be me, and me is weird. So yeah. So no, just best wishes with your day. Blah, 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 tongue tied. Best wishes with your day. Start small. Small things turn to big things. I wish you the best. I love you. Love yourself.